Road work, yes. Road work, all right?
What about Daniel Bryan? Oh, he's there with his concussions. If he has one more,
You
he's
may
gonna
say-
die. Good.
Just walk right on top of me.
Do you have scoliosis?
Not probably.
All right, I'm sorry to break it to you. The Knicks are going to be a 14 seed this year at their peak. At their peak, they might play like a 12 seed.
Okay, so great start to a great film.
How about you shove that breadstick where the sun don't shine?
And in other news.
Hi, Joe, actual wrestling fan here. The best moment was after years on the indies. We've all seen him.
Hello, viewers. My name is Feliz Rosalita Saavedra Buenos Aires de la Cruz Cordero Roche Vélez
And I'm
Santiago.
just John.
No. Is it like Blink 182 or something?
Yeah!
I got it.
Oh, wow! I knew it! See, I had...
Hello.
You gotta have...
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
No, I want us to be kid-friendly, but I still want them all to die.
Everyone does die, Dad.
Okay, I'm your dad now?
Wait, hold on a second.
Here we go.
My heart, I'm having a heart attack right now. The Devils are coming in on top.
Yeah.
With what? Tell me how.
As the days go by.
I have a reason as to why it's my favorite.
Live from Studio A in Hobart Hall, it's America's favorite improv show, and Scene.
Mortal Kombat, you're gonna have the chance to start. You both have 3 interruptions still, and it's a minute, guys. So
Okay.
I better see some. Both those buttons better break by the end of this. I'll be honest with you.
Might break the first time we hit it.
All right, I mean, that's how angry you are. Mortal Kombat, you're gonna start off with backgrounds, lore. You have 1 minute. Go.
What's interesting about our characters is we also have our...
Our characters are cooler. Okay, Ken and Ryu, when you see the film and the animes, they're driving that nice, laid-back Corolla.
First off, I'm gonna go back to what you said. You have cool moves. You have your Hadouken, and you said, as you said, spin kick thingy. Think about that. We can uppercut you through the ceiling of a map.
Right.
We can jump from another side of the map. We could teleport through there.
Okay, we have an original boss. You guys, for some reason, have like a half-horse guy. You know, some dude for some reason has like 2 arms, and then that annoying Shao Kahn. Okay,
Kano?
Yeah,
The
he's
same
just
villain every
yeah,
single time.
it's just I'm telling you, guys don't have
Goro?
creativity with anything you do. You know, us Street Fighters, we like to keep it original. Bison has been the main villain, and as well as Akuma for decades.
And
man.
every Mortal Kombat game is just the same thing over and over again. Tournament to save the realm. So what a change.
And what's Street Fighter?
Okay, so you guys fight in the streets, different continents, different countries. We're fighting for
And
different
it's
worlds.
over. That's it. That's it, gentlemen. Before these guys break out their ultimate combos.
Out of all the keys to the game, what do you guys think is the biggest? Jesse, we'll start with you.
So the biggest thing for the William Paterson Pioneers so far has got to be we have 20 turnovers in 7 games. That is an average of almost 3 a game. We have never won the turnover differential. We've only ever tied it against Wesley when it was 2-2. We have quarterbacks that don't seem to get in a consistent groove when they're constantly being pulled out of the rhythm, when they don't know how long their leash is, they don't know what exactly is going on, when they're going to get pulled. Cornelius Kinchin threw for 4 interceptions this past week against Christopher Newport. It all has to start with the William Paterson Pioneers taking care of the football, not putting the defense in bad positions, and continuing to allow the offense to stay out there.
And to go off with Jesse, to keep the offense on the field, they got to be able to run the ball. As you see, they have less than 200 total rushing yards the entire season. They average less than 1 yard per carry. And now we've seen Kobe Roberts kind of emerge as like the primary back, and Marcel Mason is a very good third down back in the pass game. So really they have to get the running game going to balance out the offense so they can give more time to set up the passing offense.
Joel, what from the keys to the game? What else?
Well, I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to say the defense, because the defense has been stepping up, and they have a good linebacking core. And the Pioneer Player of the Week is Corey Anthony. 16 tackles, 12 solo, and he got to the quarterback once. With this pressure on defense, they can get to TCNJ, and can get that winnable game and get our first win of the season.
Thanks, Sally Sparrow. Today on the weather calls for a dry spell. The rain precipitation is at 31%. A barometer, which measures atmospheric pressure like an aneroid and mercurial barometer, has listed a high humidity count for the day. On Tuesday, there might be congealing water in the sky-forming clouds, offering a light shade of shadows on the lower tri-state area. Wednesday is going to offer a low doldrum count, which is a nautical term for the equatorial region of the light winds, blah, 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 blah.
You know what? There was one thing out of watching all the clips in the film itself that I just could not get out of my mind. How did you do the audio? How did you make the audio feel so believable?
I'm gonna, just from like, just watching like other movies, just like space movies, like sci-fi movies, like even if they're in a helmet or like telecom or like what you guys do, like what you hear, it's just so different from just like how we're talking. So just stuff like that to make it more believable instead of just regular like people talking to each other. It's not going to sound like that. So just simple little tweaks of audio just to make it more believable for the audience members. So it's kind of like just watching a bunch of like, you know, sci-fi movies. I kind of just watch and listen, like how do they do that? How do they make it sound like they're in space or they're, you know, underwater or something like that? So kind of just pull from other references. So.
I would say that was very believable.
Oh,
that small thing that you can do in film can make such a big difference, right? Now tell me a little bit about the lighting. I did notice that there were a lot of different colors. I saw blues, reds, all sorts of beautiful things there. How did you deal with the lighting?
Going back to like the other thing, I just, again, from copying other movies, my favorite directors, Ridley Scott and John Carpenter, what they did for The Thing and The Alien, with, like space and like sci-fi, and what they do, just make it like very soft lighting.
So, do gay people just like live in a closet before they come out? Like, is that like a physical thing? Like, it's not, they're in the closet, you know?
No, it's not like a Harry Potter situation where you're like in the cupboard under the stairs. It's just like a thing.
So wait, Harry Potter isn't gay either?
Huh.
Because like he was in the closet.
He was for like most of his childhood. You know what? I don't know. We'll have to like tweet at J.K. Rowling or something.
Okay.
But no, you don't have to physically live in a closet. It's just like a metaphor.
But why is it why?
I don't know who came up with it. Like, if it were up to me, I wouldn't say like the closet. I'd be like hiding in the shelf or like hiding in the refrigerator.
But like if it's like a metaphor for gay people, why isn't the metaphor like coming out of the rainbow or something? You're like riding in on a unicorn.
I like that a lot better than coming out of the closet. I guess it's because like you're hidden.
I guess,
like,
yeah.
There's a bunch of like coats and like boots from like wintertime that you can't wear yet.
And no food or water.
No food or water until you're like, hey guys, can I come out?
Freeze.
Knock, knock.
Hello?
Hi. I'm gay.
And scene!
Welcome back to another episode of Celebrity Catch Up, but this time it's Latin edition. Our Rural Report team will go against Alec from Press Star and Shivani, one of our correspondents, to see who knows what's up in the Latin celebrity world today. Let's get started with question number 1. Who are the 3 artists that came together to write the song Taki Taki?
Ooh, wait. Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Cardi B.
There's one more.
And can I get partial credit?
I know.
Crap.
Can I take a guess?
I don't know. Ready? Since you got 2 out of the 3, The other one is Ozuna.
Oh, I was trying to get it right.
She was-
That was what I was trying to say.
You have like the spelling in your head,
Yeah.
and you're like, wait, I've seen it before.
Cardi B is known for rapping in both English and in Spanish. Ozuna is only known for rapping in Spanish, but as for Selena Gomez, this was her first time singing in Spanish. It is also the first time these three artists came together to work on this smash hit. Moving on to question number 2. It is the blank annual Latin Grammys. It is being held on November 15th. Which fill in the blank, but I'll give you a hint, it's a number. So it's the blank annual Latin Grammys.
How many years they've been doing this?
No, a little more.
13th annual. Do we know that?
No, a little more.
15th annual.
A little more.
16th
25th.
annual.
25th annual.
17th
No, more, a little more.
19.
19.
It's been 50 years and then some too since we started singing on the streets and avenue. These are some of the folks that we knew who lifted up our voices in rhythm and blues. Liza Minnelli and Joni Mitchell, Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Paul Simon and Bruce Springsteen. These are just some of the folks that we knew. These are just some of the folks that we knew. You might even say it's been one crazy ride with the Barenaked Ladies, Grateful Dead live. But when the music is in you, you just open your mouth and sing your happy tune. Open your mouth and sing your happy tune. Come on, people, sing your happy song. It's been such a blessing, the things we have done, from street corner singing to Carnegie Hall. Traveled many highways and been around the world, touched so many people, make your head whirl.
Good evening and welcome to Career Path, the show that brings back alumni to share their success stories. I'm Lexi Cullen-Baker. On tonight's episode, we sit down with a former Willie P. Comm major who has successfully navigated the sometimes difficult road of trying to make it in comedy. But first, let's take a look at where he got his start.
Hi. So how many of you guys here watch Looney Tunes? Does anyone notice that Looney Tunes kind of correlates with today's politics? Like, take Bugs Bunny, for example. He's Osama bin Laden. Now listen to my reasoning. He's in the hole. You know he's in the hole. You put dynamite in the hole, you blow the shit out of the hole, and yet he still manages to pop up and make a bad movie every once in a while. And George Bush? Well, he's Elmer Fudd. Shh, I'm hunting terrorists.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our special guest, Late Show with Stephen Colbert producer, Jake Plunkett.
What a show, last night on the telephone. Your blue eyes turned to hazard lights. You told me, grow up and get therapy, because my problems aren't yours to solve. And hey, I guess I'm sad, but I don't need 1,000 knives in my bag. And hey, it was a good run, dear, but as hard as you try, I'm still here. You're just another stick, another stone. Babe, my castle's made of gold. I'm breaking through the boundaries. You haven't seen the last of me. And this is my battle cry, and it is war tonight. Who knew you could turn off like a light switch with no spark? Who knew you could be so mean? I'm holding up, okay, still think it's weird how you changed. You were my hope. And hey, is it hitting you yet that I've got friends and lovers while you've got a pet? I was your only hope. Well, that's okay, knock me down, see how far you go. You're just another stick, another stone. Babe, my castle's made of gold. I'm breaking through the boundaries, you haven't seen the last of me. And this is my battle cry. It is war tonight. Did you think you had me under your thumb? With every breath, twisting my arm. I bet you think I'm having second thoughts. There could never be anything more wrong.
Oh, of course, guys. I'm excited for this. Are you kidding? It's been a long time coming, honestly. I mean, I haven't seen you in so long. It's been such a wonderful time seeing you guys. I mean, just really. Oh, whoops, sorry.
It's fine. You can take the breadstick.
Well, that's very kind of you, Martha, but I have to decline.
It's fine, Scott. I insist.
No, thank you. It's the last one. You can have it.
I don't want it anymore.
No, you can have it.
Oh no, it's yours.
Well, I don't want it anymore.
Neither do I.
I had one already. Please.
So did I. Go ahead.
I insist.
I don't want it anymore.
Just take the breadstick.
I don't want it.
Yes, you do. You reached out for it.
So did you.
Take it.
You take it.
Just take the damn breadstick.
You take it.
Just shove it down your pie hole.
Your breadstick hole.
Eat it. Please. I beg you.
Howard, who do you think should have the breadstick?
Oh, so now you're bringing Howard into this.
Why shouldn't I, Howard?
Scott should have it.
Damn it, Howard. Rachel, tell Martha to eat the breadstick.
Eat the breadstick, Martha!
Rachel, I will not have the breadstick.
Oh, just eat it already, you indecisive buffoon.
Watch it, you.
How about you shove that breadstick where the sun don't shine?
Hey, I'll have the last breadstick.
You! Eat the breadstick!
Take it, will you?
Eat it, you need the fiber for your tight ass!
Oh, no, you did not. Okay, no, you deserve this breadstick. This is all you.
This is happening everywhere, in every family, in every home. People across the country are fighting over who gets to have the last breadstick. If only there was a way to prevent this vicious phenomenon from happening. If only there was a way to have never-ending breadsticks. Hell, even soups and salads too. Well, there is a place that gives you unlimited soups, salads, and breadsticks. Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Yeah, but Thanos himself, how do you think he fit into the movie?
Okay, there are ways to make villains work. The way Marvel has done it works and doesn't work at occasional times. You know, when they have the one-off villains. Loki is their best villain by a mile because he's been around the longest and it is the most cynical.
He's a complex villain too.
Very, is very deep backstory. Thanos we kind of know about, but not too much. But again, they managed to give us a Thanos backstory that we like kind of felt for. And let me just say, Josh Brolin did an amazing job as this villain. And when you're playing a CGI villain, that's hard to do because it's kind of unbelievable. But first of all, the CGI on him was
brought it to this role.
He brought it. He brought it big time.
Yeah.
And the CGI was like super believable. I'd never for a minute did I think, oh, this guy looks like just a big purple grape. He looks, he looks like Grimace from McDonald's, which Star-Lord called him, which is
Star-Lord
great.
called him Grimace. That was another quip that was
no,
hilarious.
but yeah, he was a perfect amount of evil and just the perfect guy to do what he did.
And there was a very emotional moment in the movie, which involved a big character's death. He had to. Do you want to say what it was?
Okay. So, at the end, if you saw the trailers, you know that what Gamora says is, if he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can wipe out half the universe with the snap of his fingers. Now, that could be just an exaggeration. It's not. At the end of this movie, he does just that.
Yeah.
As Thor stabbing him with an axe, he snaps his fingers with a full Infinity Gauntlet, goes to white. We come back, and heroes start dissipating.
Literally just
They start disintegrating.
vaporizing into
They start
thin air.
disintegrating.
All of our favorites.
Let's go down the list here.
All right,
I'll
so
start lower.
Yeah,
Bucky, he's gone.
Bucky was the first one to drop.
Bucky was the first one to drop. Falcon, gone.
Falcon.
Vision didn't even get disintegrated. Vision got the Mind Stone ripped out of his head.
Literally ripped out of his head, and he just went gray. I thought that was interesting.
He just like turned off.
Yeah.
Wanda, Scarlet Witch, gone.
What was that? Black Panther.
Black
was one of
Panther.
the first ones.
The King of Wakanda, whose movie just blew us all away, is now dead.
Yeah.
He dissipated.
And then they went into what? Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Star-Lord,
Spider-Man. Let's go back
Groot,
for a second.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Oh, my
if you love,
God.
if you're a Marvel fan and you love Spider-Man,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I mean, Spider-Man has been my favorite hero since the dawn of time.
Literally,
So, like this,
same.
that was heart-wrenching
He
for me.
died in Tony Stark's arms. And let it be known that the original Avengers, they're all fine. None of them died, but they're just left completely in ruins after what Thanos did. It was ridiculous. It was so heartbreaking. I literally cried. And then there's an after credit scene. Who dies in that one?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury literally dissipates.
Yeah, so I liked the ending personally.
I loved it too.
I was a fan of it.
It
I thought
needed
it was
that.
very emotional, very gripping.
It needed that ending.
What would you say you would rate this movie?
Like I said in the beginning, this movie totally blew my expectations out of the water. It was one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. It's definitely in the top 5 now. It's the top 5 superhero movies I've ever seen, honestly. And just, it was fantastic. I give it a 9 out of 10. If I'm giving
9 out of 10?
If I'm giving it an out of 10 rating, absolutely.
What happened to that one?
I'm just covering bases.
No, yeah, I got you. This is probably my favorite since Iron Man 1. But thank you for joining me, Joe. But that's all the time we have for this episode. This has been another episode of Lights, Camera, Action on Press Start. And I'm sorry to say that we're taking summer break off. But don't worry, you can get your fixing of nerd news, movie, and video game reviews when we return next semester with all new content. This has been Matt Cameron with Press Start, and see you next time. That's it.
And here's your gay agenda. We stick to this. Mondays, we have to talk about how gay we are. Tuesdays is brunch. And you'll see as you read it. Do you have any questions?
This is really an everyday thing, isn't it?
It really is like an everyday thing.
Uh-huh.
You see, on Fridays, we all go out together and we talk about how gay we are.
So how do we spread this exactly? Do we just get a bunch of these and just like put them everywhere?
No, you gotta be more subtle than that. You have to just discreetly talk about it to other people. Just like walk to someone.
Freeze. So I brought the pan. I'm
I'm
pansexual
pan.
now, right? You're pan too?
That's
So you
not
like
how
pans?
that works, baby boy.
It's not?
No.
So why do I have a pan?
I don't know, but thanks. I was gonna make breakfast.
But my pan? Are you making quiche?
Sure, whatever you want.
Awesome. Can we have brunch?
Quiche for brunch, got it.
So wait, what do you do with the pan then if you're pan? I'm confused. Explain,
If you
please.
say pan one more time, I'm gonna hit you over the head with it.
Then it'll be like Rapunzel.
Freeze.
I don't think she's panned.
Freeze. All right, you got like a bunch of rainbows on. I have to ask you a question. Do you like rainbows?
You got me.
I knew it. Because like you have like all those stickers like all over your backpack, and I was like, oh, another rainbow connoisseur
I
like
mean,
myself.
me and my boyfriend just love them.
Oh, you're who?
My boyfriend.
Oh, you mean like the guy who's your friend? He's also a
Freeze.
rainbow connoisseur.
So what do I do? My daughter just came out as straight.
Oh, I mean, like that happens sometimes, but you know, you still gotta like support them and like if they bring like you have a daughter, right? They
Yeah.
bring the boy over, you'd be like, oh, nice to meet you, sir. You know.
But like, I don't want to talk to another guy.
You got it. You gotta like research like sports that they want to talk about.
Sports?
Yeah.
But she loved softball. I could do softball. I can't do football.
No.
So, Dad, my boyfriend Brendan is coming over tonight. I just wanted to let you know,
Brendan?
since it's still kind of new.
I thought it was Brenda. Did you text me right?
Yeah, you just didn't know at the time.
Oh, so
He wants to meet you guys, have a little dinner.
do I have to drink beer with him? Is that what like them boys do?
I'll have a beer with you if you want.
It's okay, honey. I'm just trying to relate to your boyfriend. You straight girl, you. I'm gonna be your happy father who's all for straight rights. That doesn't exist.
Thanks for understanding, Dad. It really means a lot.
So you coming to brunch on Sunday?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I gotta check.
I don't know.
my,
We get brunch so often, and Liz, now I'm poor because of brunch.
Honestly,
can we all sometimes do something else? How about we all just go bowling
Wait, let
one
me pull out
night?
this agenda that you gave me.
Yeah, let's see the agenda again.
Is it really required all the time? Do we have to keep doing this?
I mean, it's not required. It's more of a suggestion.
Can't I just be and not do?
That's also a possibility that you
Yeah.
can do.
So now that I'm out, when do I get my unicorn?
All right.
Been finding myself on this ride. Don't know where we're going, but tonight you're pulling me away. Oh, you need a darling even when you're not aware. It leaves you longing, everybody say your prayer. That game don't come and feelings that won't go away. Feeling like you can't escape, here's what I say. Come over here, connect the dots. Picking petals, do you love me, yes or not? Oh, the beauty in his twisted plot. You, I love you. Friends of mine told me I should leave you lonely. I decline. Love like this is so ambitious, undefined. You, I love you. You love me too.
Act like an iPhone charger. So electric, they'll cut me off, no rubber. No, I don't play games. I told you when we pinky promise. Only give love on my side. Could give it to you great through the day and night. Only hit you on my line. I only speak truth when it comes to you. And you know why? Cause you make time for me. Beautiful, you're my beauty queen. You never believe. You're my Beyonce, you're my everything. Come over here and connect the dots. Picking petals, do you love me, yes or not? Oh, the beauty in this twisted plot. You, I love you.
Friends of mine told me I should leave you lonely. I decline. Love like this is so ambitious, undefined. You, I love you. You love me too.
Be like ETA 615. Be outside. Drugs are best when necessary. At the top before the light. Clear the air that's between us. Caprices and all my Jesus. Grace will cleanse our perfection. No type of Bible connection. All of them fake. All of them want you for attention. And then check out the kid go broke tomorrow. Watch you lose all they respect. I guess I fell from my sword. Then I'm trouble when I'm poor. Only time I ride that way. When you throw me overboard. You'll say. I see no difference between you and no girl someday. One day, cause you've been stressed out. Heartbreaks taking a hold of you, now just let go. Come here, baby.
Keyshawn Blanchard, like I would see the stats. He's an amazing player for this team. Not only Cameron Allen, like who brings everything to the game. Like he scores the goals, right? But Keyshawn Bryant, he started 14 out of 18 games, and he had 4 goals, 4 assists, 48 shots, and 26 of them went on goal, which is almost 50%. It's not a bad stat for a midfielder, almost a forward. That he's from the wing, so he has to be the player of the season for me.
All right, as you see, Keyshawn Bryant Sharp, 4 goals, 4 assists, 12 points.
Exactly. We see right here, he had 12 points, 26 shots on goal, as I mentioned, which is an amazing player. Like, and he's going to keep exactly, and he's just going to keep improving as the year goes on.
Absolutely. Now, let's bring it back. Let's look at the season as a whole, and let's take a look at a comparison of the Pioneers from 2017 to 2018. Greatly improved this team, I feel like, going from 2017 to 2018. If we take a look at a little comparison here, they started out 11-6-4 last season, improved in wins, conference record improved slightly there. Obviously, win percentage we see. Same finish in the end, Jack. We have 7 seniors this year that we lose to graduation. Mateo, we'll keep it with you. Who is your most improved player on this Pioneers team?
For me, it has to be Joe Mulquay, especially because I was looking at the stats from last year. He went from starting for 3 games to starting 16 out of 20 games. So basically, he was a key player for the coach. As he looked at his players, he was like, oh, I have to start this guy like basically almost every game. As we see the stats, look, he has 16 started games, he has 5 goals, 1 assist. And he's just an amazing player to watch. Last year, he had 16 shots in total, but 0 on goal. This year, he had 12 out of 28 shots in total. So he's going to be here next year. All he's going to do is just keep improving and making the team a lot better.
Vincenzo?
I'm going to have to go with Brandon Hart. I mean, last year in 2017, this guy was a squad rotation player playing in the right back role while simultaneously kicking for the football team. I mean, this is the journey of Brandon Hart. This year, he comes in, he embraces that forward role, and he wreaks havoc up top. Look at the stats here. 5 games started, 6 goals, 1 assist, 13 points. In the beginning of October, he scored 4 goals in 4 consecutive games, 1 goal a game, and a huge goal against Kane, which got us 3 points, and a great goal against Rutgers Camden as well. Someone who's tremendously improved from last season and has embraced that forward role.
4 goals in 4 games. You can't argue with that. Alec, how about you?
Well, I'm going to kind of go somewhere along the same lines as what Vincenzo said, 4 goals in 4 games. I'm going 5 goals in 7 games. I'm going with someone that Joel talked about beforehand, Christopher Fuentes. He's a sophomore. He did score the game-tying goal in that beautiful chip shot against Rampo. I mean, I can't even say that. Beautiful pass to Cameron Allen, but that shot, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get that shot going over the goalie's head. Like I said, 5 goals in the last 7 games. The thing that excites me the most about Fuentes going forward is his ability and his not the charisma, but the chemistry he has with the forwards in the team. Him and Cameron Allen, him and Keyshawn Bryant Sharp work so well together. And for a sophomore to be working so well with his upperclassmen who are going to be scoring in front of him, it's amazing. And I expect to see more goals and more assists coming out of Fuentes as we move towards the end of the season and into next season.
Great. Daniel, how about you?
I'm going to go with Jordan Sailing. He made second team NJAC this year. He has made great strides with a larger role this season, being a consistent force in the midfield. Take a look at his stats. He had 4 goals, 2 assists, and 10 points this past season. He also has capitalized on opportunities when players like Keyshawn Bryant Sharp, Cameron Allen are taking the attention of defenders, and he's made the most opportunities, and he's going to be a leader next year.
It's great to hear Pioneers have a great foundation under them heading into next season. Well, good luck to all our Pioneers in the coming week. After the break, we'll hit the hardwood with the NBA.
How much of getting to where you are now is hard work? How much is luck? And how important is your social network? You sort of touched on that already.
I'd say it's 90% hard work, 10% luck. The 10% goes into that big break, but you don't get that big break unless you're doing the 90% of staying up the latest, being the last one off set. I still do it. The first 10 years of my career, I'm of the mind that you're the first one there, the last one to leave. Because that gets you noticed and that helps you learn. And networking, networking sucks. There are so many times I'm like, I gotta go out to this comedy show tonight, but you gotta do it. And you meet that person who all of a sudden has a drink with an SNL producer and is like, yeah, I do know this guy, I just talked to him.
Yeah.
And that's how you stay relevant, is you just are constantly in people's brains and they see that your work is good. And so it's kind of like, it's 70% your work being good, 20% reminding people that your work is good, and then 10%, oh, I got lucky, someone remembered me, that's my big break.
Right. Okay.
That equals 100, right?
I didn't do the math.
Okay.
That's why I'm a comedy professor.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
mathematics.
I hope so.
Okay.
It did.
Yeah,
It
did. Okay. We have another question. Okay. Do you see yourself surpassing producer and trying something else in the field?
Yeah, I just joined the Directors Guild like 2 months ago, so I think my path is going to go this way now. I think after this, I'd like to direct some scripted comedy, and probably get canceled a bunch, and then work on something that eventually does really well.
Yeah.
This will probably be my last stop in late night.
Really?
Yeah, I think
so?
I've done the late night thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. The country could end up going in a crazy direction. I'll end up staying in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like directing is now my new thing. It's been the passion I found really at Colbert, and it's something I want to kind of explore.
Yeah, great.
But it's good to produce because now it makes you a better director.
Definitely. Well, this was a great question because I was going to say, where do you see yourself going? But now we know.
Oh.
That was my next question, so thank you, Eliana. Do you have an ultimate goal, though?
You know, my ultimate goal when I was here was to work at Saturday Night Live, and then I did that, and then after this it's been kind of an exploration. Life is weird. Everyone's goals that you have now, you get married, things change. By the time you're 31, it's like, what is my goal now? For me, I kind of want to work on a scripted comedy. If I could do a Kimmy Schmidt, that would be amazing. And then I probably will do Kimmy Schmidt, and I'll go, you know what I want to do? I want to go into news and go to Syria and regret that.
Yeah.
I think it's good to every 10 years to reevaluate what your goals are, because you are going to change.
Sure.
20-year-old me would have loved to stay at Saturday Night Live forever, but I was there 2 seasons and I was like, I am so tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I really had like this other part of my life that I wanted to explore, which was getting married, and it changed things. Now Netflix is just, there are so many good scripted comedies on there that I want to explore making people laugh in a narrative way.
Yeah.
And not in a, oh, you're terrified, but here's a joke type of way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so scared.
We have our last audience question.
Okay.
From Jekyll and Hyde again. What is the most prominent thing you would say you took away from the theater and comedy program here at Willie P?
Oh, I met my closest friends in life at this school, and we forged, there were 8 of us that forged a bond, and of those 8, I would say one's an editor at Chopped, the other is a comedy producer who does a bunch of stuff. We have production coordinators, we have all this stuff. We were our first 8 connections. We were, in terms of networking, we were the first people out there kind of advocating for each other, and we still do. I still recommend people, they still recommend me, and we get work off each other, and we get to be friends.
Coming to the stage, very funny comedian Casey Arnold.
Hey everyone. They told me I had to run up here, and I told them it was a bad idea, because that's not what you want to see at 1 in the afternoon. I get everything I own from the Target clearance section, because I go in with $17, and I'm like, get me an outfit, and they're like, okay. You're not gonna like it. I don't care, I need new shoes. I'm a size 6 in boys, and that's just fun. People make me go shoe shopping with them because they don't want me to get the ones that light up. But I think it's a good idea so I can't get lost. Because I just go anywhere. I really don't like going shopping, especially to I go to Joann's Fabrics sometimes, and people will just say anything to a cashier, and I feel really bad. So I was in line with one of my friends, and this guy goes up. He has all his hair in one little braid. He's in his older 50s, and he slams this tin of pink buttons on the counter. And the cashier was like, "Oh, do you have any coupons?" And he was like, "Do I look like a transvestite?" I was like, I didn't know that was a stereotype. Do transvestites save a lot of money by going to Joann's? I was like, should I be insulted as a member of the gay community or confused as a member of the gay community? And the cashier was like, well, if you want my real opinion. Over the summer, I was trying. You ever try to have serious conversations? I like doing them in the car, because I don't drive, and my parents don't like it. So I usually get what I want. So I'm like, okay, I'm sitting in the car, my dad's talking about something that's important to him. I don't know. I'm not listening. And we are going down the highway, and I'm like, I'm gonna come out to my father on the highway. He doesn't like this idea, but he doesn't know he doesn't like it yet. So we're on the highway, we're going down, and I'm like, Dad, I have something to tell you. It's important. He's like, okay, and as I go to say it, he just screams, and I'm like, I didn't say the bad part yet. And he's like, I lost my vape. And I was like, okay, perfect opportunity, I'm gay. And he's like, I don't care, I'm not gonna get a vape yet. I was like, okay, thanks, Dad. When I was 10, me and my aunt went to go buy an Easter cake. I'm not Catholic. I don't know if that's a thing or if it's just like an Arnold family exclusive. Like Jesus really wants cake. So we drive to Walmart because we're not that fancy to buy the Jesus cake. And we're driving home and I'm holding the cake and I'm 11 and I'm like, yeah, cake. Yeah. Like, this is the best day of my life. I love this cake. And my aunt's like, we have no tact but big hearts. And she's like, oh, how's class been? How's life? Are you gay? And I was like, oh my God, the cake. And on Jesus' birthday.
Another episode of Room Report. We're in the holiday season, and one of my favorite things to do is watch Christmas movies with my family. One of our favorite movies to watch is Elf, and if you haven't seen Elf, which you need to ASAP if you haven't, is about a man who is raised by elves, played by Will Ferrell. He eventually realizes he is not an elf and leaves the North Pole and heads to New York City to find his true identity and family. In doing so, he teaches everyone the meaning of Christmas spirit. And one of my favorite scenes from the movie is when Buddy makes breakfast that encompasses spaghetti, maple syrup, and other sweet treats that definitely don't sound like they go together. As weird as this concoction sounds, I've always wanted to make it, but I need a little help. So here with me today, I've invited producer and host of WPTV 6's And Scene, CJ Von Essen, to help me make this Elf Spaghetti Challenge. Thank you for coming, Chef CJ.
Well, of course, but today I'm Chef Santa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, can you quickly go over the ingredients with me and for the people at home to see if maybe they want to make this?
Of course. We got chocolate-flavored Pop-Tarts with sprinkles, tiny little marshmallows, of course, the spaghetti, maple syrup, sundae chocolate syrup, and then to top it all off, we got a bag of M&Ms.
Well, I must say, they all sound amazing separately, but together, I'm a little scared. But I'm ready for you to teach me how to make this, and we're gonna eat it, and let's see how it goes.
I'm an Italian with a sweet tooth, so I'm ready. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right. First thing you're gonna do is take your ladle, get a big glob of the spaghetti, and you're just gonna plop it on your plate.
Okay.
There you go. That's enough for me. I don't know how much you want to eat.
I'll probably take around the same. I mean, I'm Italian as well, so I do love my spaghetti.
Yeah, now can you pass the chocolate syrup? Oh my God.
Okay, there was a big.
You better eat all of that.
That was a really big
While
spoon.
you handle your mess, I'm gonna grab this chocolate syrup.
Okay.
And the thing is, you gotta go heavy-handed with the syrup because you have to make sure everything sticks together to the spaghetti.
Okay.
So you just gotta go to town with it. And then you do the little crisscross applesauce, and then you pass it to the next person.
Oh, okay. I mean, I never go light on my chocolate syrup, but I'm not gonna start now.
Now, maple syrup, I always put it in a bowl when I dip it into my pancakes. But again, heavy-handed and just coat it in the spaghetti. There you go.
Okay.
That's a lot of spaghetti. I'm excited.
You know
for
what?
you to
I
eat
got
all
really
that.
excited. I love
Mhm.
spaghetti.
Now,
I might be regretting this, but oh well.
pass me the M&Ms because we're gonna do that next.
Okay. M&Ms.
And then you just stick your hand in there, get a nice little handful, and just sprinkle it all in. I'm gonna do 2 handfuls because I'm a hungry boy.
Oh, you dropped an M&M. Be
It's
careful.
okay. I'll eat it. Here, you get your M&Ms.
No, you're not gonna.
I'm
How'd
eating
you-
it.
As weird as what we're eating is, you're just gonna start eating stuff off the floor. Okay.
Now,
Okay.
you might think these are just plain vanilla M&Ms, but they're actually tiny marshmallows.
I didn't think that, but okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, some people are dumb, so you gotta make sure. So here you go, get a nice handful or 2.
Okay, I'm going full force.
Yeah, just sprinkle more
Oh
onto
wow.
you.
Okay. You just gave me some more there.
We're gonna do the sprinkles next. I gotta make sure I get the right side with the 3 little holes.
Perfect.
And you just, again, heavy hand. That's the technique. You can't be ashamed when you're making this dish because you're already gonna know you're gonna get diabetes from it.
Well, we're going in, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkle that on there.
Make sure the cameras can get it too. You're
Okay.
gonna want to raise it up
Let
high.
me-
You gotta be proud
You
of
gotta
this dish.
see this.
Now, the piece de resistance is a Pop-Tart.
Ooh.
Take the Pop-Tart.
Okay.
You're gonna want to break it in half
Okay.
and just put it on either side, and then you can even use it as a little bit of mixer to make sure everything's all mixed in
Oh wow.
together. and all
Okay.
nice
So
and
here,
gooey.
let me make sure people at home know this technique.
Mhm.
So we're gonna mix it.
I'm gonna add a couple more marshmallows to mine because it did not have enough.
Oh wow.
And to top it all off,
I'm just gonna break it in there too.
hell yeah. To top it all off, I don't think I added enough chocolate syrup.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
My hands are sticky
Why are your hands sticky?
because I was trying to mix it with
I
the
think
Pop-Tart.
you messed up.
You know what? Oh my god. Let me get some of that.
Yeah, that's real chocolate
I'm
syrup.
going in or nothing right now.
Can you guys see this back home? It's like sliding off my plate, so I don't want to tilt it too much, but it looks absolutely scrumptious.
It looks like something.
Yours not so much. You need to really mix in the spaghetti.
Whatever.
Are you ready?
As ready as I will ever be.
All right.
Oh my god. Okay. It's not bad. What do you think?
You can really taste the sugar.
Oh, that's great. That's all I wanted. Let me get some marshmallows.
I kind of wish this had marinara sauce.
I mean, this sounds very gross, but it's not actually that bad. It's just, it kind of tastes like goes together. What do you think?
I can feel my arteries clogging.
I'm gonna try it with the Pop-Tart.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that too. How can I forget?
I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna feel later, and I thought I was gonna be really disgusted by this.
You know how there's Lady and the Tramp and they do the scene where they kiss the spaghetti?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Augustus Gloop from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I'd probably have to second you on that. But, you know, guys, remember, if you want to make this at home, watch this video, have fun with it. It was definitely fun learning how to make it. Thank you so much, CJ. It looks like he's enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I actually kind of enjoyed it, not going to lie. I'm going to get judged on this, but you know what? Try it at home, see how you like it. And next up, we have Landon discussing the cast's favorite albums of the year, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to SFA Presents, where we exhibit the works of the talented filmmakers here at William Paterson University. I'm your host, Joanca Vallejo, and today we have a very special guest joining us. This person has won first place in the Alternative Advanced category in the 24th Annual SFA Film Festival, as well as second place in the New Jersey Young Filmmakers Festival for his original short film, Keg Warmer. Unfortunately, we were not able to get Tim Amatuli on the show. However, we do have the other co-director on board, but before we show this award-winning film, we'd like to present to you Joe Salinas. Joe, how do you feel?
I feel great. How do you feel?
Thanks for asking. I feel great also. So
Good.
Let's cut to the chase.
All right. Let's
Keg
get to the
Warmer.
brass tacks. Keg Warmer.
Keg Warmer. What was your inspiration behind this film?
The inspiration. once upon a time, me and my friend Tim, we went to high school together, and we had a lot of silly jokes based on wordplay. One of them was a pun on someone's name that we knew. His name was Greg Warner, I believe. I know. And through one thing or another, we just started calling him Keg Warmer, just for fun. We didn't drink beer. We were good, docile little kids. And then when the time came to make a movie, we just kind of went off of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty
very
much.
interesting. Very interesting background of how things came to be. Now, you shot this short on actual film. Why?
Well, I think it was Tim's idea at the beginning to make something on film. Before we even had the idea for what the movie was going to be, we knew that we wanted to film it on Super 8 on a camera not unlike this one. And he approached me to work on it because I've done other film stuff before with still photography. I like using old cameras. And I guess we wanted to do something with a different kind of style, and we needed something that would fit that. So when we came up with Keg Warmer, we thought a silent film would be a good idea.
Okay.
This is a film with no speech, no talking. It's just some piano and some black and white movie.
Okay, did you ever think about maybe film and actual video and some sort of stuff like that?
Like combining it with
yes,
digital?
Yes, like combining with digital.
I guess we thought about it, but like we considered for a while because we didn't even know if the camera we got was going to work, or if when the footage came back from the lab, if it was just going to be blank. We were really afraid of that the whole way through, because it was kind of a one-shot thing that we had to do. So we considered bringing along a digital camera and like shooting things twice, but we settled for just doing it all in this camera.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this camera. What kind of camera is it?
It is a Minolta Super 8 camera.
Okay.
It has mostly automatic features. We got it off of eBay because it was the cheapest one available, and it was proven to have worked by the last person who sold it to us.
Was it expensive?
A little.
Okay.
It was like $100.
Okay, so not too
The
expensive.
film's more expensive in this kind of case. You can get like a package for $100. It comes with the film and the processing and the scanning. So you buy the film, then you like send it back to them when you're done shooting, and then they put it onto a disc for you,
Okay.
or onto any media that you want if it's like a big file, all that stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you have a hard time finding somewhere to actually go to develop the film?
I think that I'd known about stuff ahead of time beforehand. I'd been looking into Super 8 filmmaking because I've always wanted to make something on real film. So I knew about this place. It's called Pro 8mm. They have a website where you can buy these things. They also sell cameras, but
This is called 79. Feel free to look at it, or listen to it on SoundCloud and all those other great streaming services. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now hands up, vibe with it. Now hands up now. Now hands up now. Now hands up now. Hey, 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 lotta tryna be rich, lotta tryna be this, lotta tryna be it, claiming that they got the vision, can't see. That means you ain't 20/20 in your eyelids, but I'm 20/20 in my ideas, saying F12 when they copy us. Life's I just play the field, but this is no game. Might go off sides like a low fade. Cross the line, I got no shame. Enlighten those when I throw shade. Hands up now. You ain't got to be. Already know I got the Illinois. It's a touchy subject, let me fill the void. See, we known for this. Don't even trip, bro, we legit. They already know we the and I don't even sip. But throw me the fifth, cause this feelings unmatched and we gon' keep it lit. I just came back in this. Hey, going with that wax. Going with that wax, cause I feeling gold without black on this. Yeah, golden. Got golden vibes now. Haters salty, they dying now. Pray the party don't wind down. Golden. Got golden vibes now. Peek, you hitting my line now. I ain't really got time now. Golden. Golden vibes now. Golden. Haters salty, they dying now. Golden. Peep, you hitting my line now. I ain't really got time now. Pray the party don't wind down. Hey, just vibe. Just vibe. Just vibe. Hey. Don't get sucked, it's my collective, but it's TBG until the death of us. Too many people trying to step to us, just so they can reap the benefits. You see everybody want a membership, but won't put the work in just to get the They see I've been through wins, but they don't catch the drift, cause the way I finesse this is effortless. Half of y'all ain't elitists, I am patient, then like doctors bulimic clients. See, I'm trying to make it since I be on fire when I'm kicking this like Leonidas. Hear my words on the track, that thing go hand in hand like a dap. Baby, just bring your friends like a match, lit to the max, I've been thinking rash. People wanna see me fail bad, cause my songs are bumping more than Braille. She a dub, I could tell that, shorty fell in love so I fell. I just want you to be here with me, I'll defibrillate to make it with me. You don't want to keep it with me. Get a cold shoulder, can't chill with me. I just came back in this. Don't do it, I'm black in it. Hey, going with that whack, cause feeling gold, but I'm black on this. Hey, golden. Got golden vibes now. Hate is salty, they ain't dying now. Pray the party don't wind down. Golden. Got golden vibes now. Peep, you hitting my line now. I ain't really got time now. Golden. Golden. Golden vibes now. Golden. Golden. Hey, golden. Keep you hitting my line. I ain't really got time. Pray the party don't wind down. Rapping is hard.
Yeah, and I mean, just the psychopath, like, serial killer vibe. Yeah. Woody Harrelson just kind of gives that off as he's walking down the street, like, going to Starbucks. Like, so I don't really know. I don't really know if I believe in it just because of Carnage. I have faith in Woody Harrelson pulling off the Carnage role, because without him kind of nailing that in the future, I don't think that there's really much they can do with this. Not at all. With this series. I mean, do you think that maybe they're going to consider merging with the MCU now, since this movie kind of flopped so hard?
I don't know if the MCU wants them. The MCU, to me, they're too good to have stuff like this around.
Yeah.
So, I don't. If I was the MCU, maybe I would take the character Venom, you know, repackage him a little bit, and then introduce him to like the Spider-Man universe. You know, Spider-Man Far From Home's coming soon.
Right.
So, and then he'll be on his third movie by the time they introduce Venom. Maybe they could do some things with that, but I'm not sure. I really don't want to see Venom in the MCU. I don't think he fits right about now.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, like we've learned with Fox, big studios can only take a number of flops with, like, Marvel characters. I mean, Fantastic Four, the new one was just garbage, and then it turned out that Fox made a deal with the MCU, so now they're merging.
Yes.
I mean, I'm wondering if kind of the same thing's going to happen with Sony now.
Who could tell? Who knows?
Yeah, who could tell? I mean, like, with the superhero genre being, like, what it is, everyone kind of wants, like, a hand in the bag, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't think Sony's really going to give up Venom anytime soon.
I don't think so either, you know. Venom, to me, like, MCU got Spider-Man, so I guess Venom's going to be their big character now. So they're going to have to work things around him. And, you know, to me, this wasn't a very good starting point.
No, I don't think it was at all. I mean, just the character of Venom, it just seems like he can't carry a series.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but, you know, they made him look like a good guy, and that's something he's not. Venom is not a good guy at all.
Right, and what did you think of them trying to kind of, like, force some wittiness in there? Like, kind of like what the MCU's been doing?
Oh, they got to stop that.
They have to stop.
It was not good.
Because Venom's a dark character, so, you know, when he's, like, joking around and stuff, it just seems off. It just seems not natural.
Yeah, like when Venom was in his head, he was calling him very funny. That was funny.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
other
yeah.
than that, you know, the humor was very, very bad to me.
Right.
To me, it didn't fit in the movie.
Right, and I mean, kind of tying back to, like, the dialogue and the writing and stuff, it seemed like the interactions between all the characters just weren't natural at all. The only conversations that I could kind of, like, stand myself as in the audience was between Venom and Eddie Brock.
Yeah, those were the best conversations.
Yeah, those were.
You know, everything else to me felt forced, and you know,
right.
Anything feeling forced in the movie is not going to be good.
Right. Well, thanks for being on the block with me. Sorry we had to start it off with such a anticlimactic movie, but that's all the time we have for this week's Lights Camera Action. But stick around for Hot or Not from New York Comic Con coming up next. That's it.
We'll see you here soon at WPTV 6.
This has been the Fake News Network, signing off.
That wraps up this edition of The Charts.
From everyone here at Press Start, we will see you next time. Thank you again for tuning in to Room Report.
Thanks for watching and tuning in for the next upcoming show.
From Studio B in Hobart Hall, I'm Dante Bacatoro, and we'll see you next time.